Details tonight in the murder investigation at a local prison. A week and a half after inmate Shannon Greer was stabbed to death in his cell, the GBI finally names another inmate, Meredith Campbell, as the suspect for his murder. News 12's Christie sat down with a special agent investigating the case to find out why it took so long.
Pieces are finally starting to fall into place about what happened the morning of June 29th at Augusta State Medical Prison.
They were leaving and going to breakfast. Meredith Campbell, who was an inmate there, went into the cell where Shannon Greer was sleeping and attacked him.
A slight deviation from earlier information from the GBI saying Greer had been killed after a fight with another inmate. Last week, a source inside the prison and Greer's own mother told us otherwise. Today, the GBI confirms what we've heard all along, that Shannon was asleep in his cell when he was killed. Agents also confirmed the fight wasn't a physical one.
I can't confirm or deny that they were in a relationship.
But Shannon's mother tells News 12 they were.
The same person, Meredith Campbell, a.k.a. Ray, had called me on several different times crying to try to get me to convince Shannon to get back with him or to stick with him.
They done been fighting before, and all that, and they separated them from dorms. And then they put them back in the same dorm again, but separated them from sides.
The coroner says Shannon was stabbed multiple times with a homemade knife. The GBI says they have that knife and are testing it as evidence.
The term that they use in prison is called a shank, and they will make these things out of anything that they can get their hands on.
Do we know how many times he was stabbed?
I know it's more than 10.
At least 10 stab wounds to the torso and neck. 11 days later, a warrant for Campbell.
Why did it take so long to make an arrest?
The county line splits the actual building that we were in right down the middle. So that's one thing. It took us a couple of days.
Now they finally determined that the crime happened in Columbia County. Campbell has been transferred to another prison in the state for now and actually hasn't even been formally arrested for this one yet. They hope to bring him back to Columbia County next week sometime. Until then, he will continue serving his current 20-year sentence for armed robbery and aggravated assault.
Christie, back to the 11 days for the warrant. I guess they could take their time on this since the suspect was technically already locked up, right?
Right, Meredith. This case was a little bit different in the sense that no one was, quote unquote, on the loose or roaming the streets. Everyone they needed to talk to was already incarcerated.
All right. Thanks for staying on top of this for us, Christie.